Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome back to another Power Rangers Legacy review. Today's review is something special, something that only ever happens very rarely in a life as a Power Rangers fan, and that is getting a full-size replica of a Power Rangers weapon. In the past, we've gotten things like the Dragon Dagger, which has been nice and full-size, but you know, it's the Dragon Dagger, it's tiny. Now, today, in fact, we are taking a look at the Legacy Zeo Gold Power Staff, or Golden Power Staff. I always call it the Zeo Gold Power Staff. It's officially Golden Power Staff. This thing is massive. A little bit of backstory. In fact, it does have the story written on the side of the box. Originally used by Traya Triforia, the Golden Power Staff is the unique morpher and primary weapon in the Zeo Gold Power Ranger. In battle, it can be used as an extendable blunt weapon and also fires energy attacks against the forces of the Machina Empire. Should be Machine Empire? Minor thing. It can also transfer the powers of the Gold Ranger to other worthy warriors when needed, such as Jason Lee Scott, the Zeo Gold Ranger. Here we have this side of the box, which looks really nice. This is a really well done packaging. I do really like this new kind of look for Legacy. And also sad that Bandai's not doing any more things like this. But then I look at the Legacy Zeonizer, and well, I don't get sad anymore. But let's talk about this thing. Zeo Gold Power Staff. Now, this is what is essentially a one-to-one replica of the size of the Gold Power Staff in the series. Now, I say essentially because I'm not exactly sure on 100% measurements, but comparing hand size to face size to everything involved, this seems to be about one-to-one scale. Now, this is much like the other Legacy weapons we've gotten. We've had the Dragon Dagger, Saba, Blade Blaster, and Power Sword. The latter of two, which I never actually got because I wasn't too interested in them. This is very much a full-size version. Now, I don't actually own an original Golden Power Staff, nor do I own a King Stick. So it's really hard to do a comparison, but I would say from pictures I've seen, this is about 3 times the size of the original, which is really nice. So, taking a look at the actual item itself, you can kind of see, if I bring it a little bit closer to the camera, that the gold chrome is actually engraved with a texture on it, which is really nice, as well as the line there, or the light there, in the ball at the top. Kind of reminds me of a Q-Tama, in a way, and there's a big light bulb in there. Really nice looking. The marched, etched-in details into the actual handle piece here is really nice, including the Zeo emblem, which is where all the die cast is pretty much in this handle area, and that's a perfectly good place to put it. Even the tip of the staff is, you know, relatively shiny. So we got that going on. Now, to turn it on and off, you actually have to open this up and turn the switch on and off from the back. But let's start with the main activation sound for the staff. That's where you get most of the lights and sounds activating all at once, is right there in the wide open stance. Now, looking at the back here, you can see where the battery cover is, as well as the on and off switch. Part of the reason why I left it on is because this actually does have a sleep mode. So after a certain period of time, it'll activate a sound, which means all the sounds have been reset, and you're, you know, it's powered down, so it's not draining batteries. Which I like, considering that you have to open it up to get to the switch there. But there's really nice silver chrome. As you heard there's different sound effects. In this mode, you press the silver button here and you get some like whooshing sound effects. So that's pretty much it there. The speaker is back here, so when you do have this closed, it does make quieter sounds. Now we're going to go ahead and switch it into its battle mode, essentially, what is known as battle mode. But the back Zeo Gold symbol is actually a button, so you push that, slide it down, and now we're in the kind of more melee weapon mode. And it becomes incredibly balanced, well balanced this way, which is nice. So the silver button as well makes a few different sounds. So nice melee combat sounds, and you can pull the trigger again. So you get that sound effect. And those are the sounds you get when it's already open, kind of for the final attack. Now, speaking of final attacks, if you hold the button down in either mode, you get this sound. Which is pretty cool. Now, speaking of holding buttons down, switching back to the standby mode, if you hold this button down, you actually get a piece of music. So that plays the full version of the Zeo theme song, which is longer than the second half of the series even played, which is fantastic. Its audio quality is really good. It's really loud through that speaker back here. If it's too loud, you can close it back up again. Really, really nice use of the sound effects. I really do appreciate that. And hopefully that is distorted enough YouTube won't just flag me for nothing. But there is a bonus feature. When you hold this down, slide it open again, and you hold the button down after opening, there is another song. So there you go. That is the Legacy Zeo Gold Golden Power Staff. Absolutely fantastic. The retail price for this was $150, which is a lot, but it was also justified, I think, in the plastic, the quality, the make, all the sound effects, the actual feel and heft to this thing. It is just absolutely fantastic. I love it so much. There is a bit of a panic with stocking, mostly because Legacy line has been carried exclusively at Toys R Us for retailers, and there's been some online stores and comic shops that have gotten Legacy items, but this is absolutely a wonderful piece. Now, I picked up mine online. Some Toys R Us stores, as they are going out of business, are getting them, but I wouldn't rely on that. I would say take your pick of your online retailers that still have it, or have a pre-order coming up, and go ahead and get this. If you are looking to get this, don't wait. Because I feel like it's going to be hard to get after a certain point, especially with Bandai losing the Power Rangers license next year. This is one of my favorite things. Absolutely one of my favorite Power Rangers items of all time. It's pretty much the only Bandai Power Ranger item I'm buying this year for everything that's been shown, and I love it so much. So I would definitely recommend picking this up if you can. And yeah, that is the Legacy Golden Power Staff. So stay tuned for more Power Rangers reviews, mostly Super Sentai reviews and that matter. And check out Hero Club for all of your Power Rangers news and more. Until next time, this is Soundout saying goodbye.